Welcome back Twitch, welcome back YouTube to just another game, Master Detective Archives Ring Code. So, is this the true conclusion of the massacre on the Amaterasu Express? I guess the only way to find out is to destroy it.
How do I do that?
Conclusion. Zilch killed the other four, then set fire to himself. We can open the conclusion door or demolish it. Well, let's demolish it, because this doesn't feel correct.
So it was fake! It was the culprit trying to throw us off the trail!
You should have just quit while you were ahead.
Oh my god, the door is a lie.
It's rare for a fake exit to appear. This mystery labyrinth is way tougher than I thought. Master, don't let your guard down.
Make sure you drop your money before you drop dead. I promise I'll show mercy to your wallet.
Come on, it would have been boring if it ended just like that. Of course it was a fake. Alright, time for the reasoning death match.
I wonder if Master can even make snap judgments.
Reasoning deathmatch noise. Mystery phantoms sometimes throw out noise. These will obstruct your vision and get in the way, so use Master Solution Blade to cut them
Are
down.
you gonna remember all of this?
The more noise destroyed, the bigger the bonus you'll get later, so when it pops up in front of you, be aggressive and attack.
Sure hope you got all that down.
The bonus for destroying noise is based on the max amount you destroy in one cycle. Basically, there's a cap on how much you can get. Knife in the corpse or Mellamy's corpse?
The culprit must be Zilch. The reason is obvious. Zilch is the only one who could have done the crime. He burned the four passed out victims, then set himself on fire, and died from immolation.
No!
This is the
I
truth!
don't think so. There's a knife in his heart.
No. Now that I think about it, Zilch's suicide by fire doesn't make sense. Because when I saw Zilch through the window, there was a knife in his chest.
Seems like he would probably die from that.
If he burned himself, then why would there be a knife stuck there?
You little brat. Fine, I'll answer you.
Bloodstain on the interior lock or coffee in the dining
I
car?
was a knife stuck in the body. Of course I know why. Yeah, it was to knock himself out.
Well, he wouldn't need that.
Stabbed himself so he would pass out easy.
He had the coffee in the dining car.
Then set himself on fire. Dying by fire is a painful way to go. He wanted to make it less painful. The culprit has to be Zilch. He committed suicide by self-immolation.
Alright, so we know which one we're gonna have to rebut. So he stabbed himself with a knife because there's no other way to knock himself out?
That's true.
No, he wouldn't have had to go through all that just to pass out.
I was the knife stuck in the body. Of course I know why. Yeah, it was to knock himself out.
Ah, damn it.
Stabbed himself so he would pass. Then set himself on fire. Dying by fire is a painful way
I got
to
too
go.
preoccupied by slashing the
He
noise.
wanted to make it less painful.
The culprit has to be Zilch.
He committed suicide by self-immolation.
Alright, speed through this.
I was the knife stuck
Fast
in the
forward
body.
is kind of not as helpful in this game as it is in the Danganronpa series,
Yeah,
because you
he
actually
was
have
knock himself out.
to do stuff. Ah,
He stabbed
Fire
himself
pretty
so
painful.
he would pass out easy.
but there's a good chance
Then
of your nerves
set
so
himself
damaged
on fire.
you can't feel shit. Yeah, but I would
Dying
hate
by
to go
fire
through
is a
that.
painful way to go. He wanted to make it less painful. The culprit has to be Zilch.
I think I'm too focused on the noise
He committed suicide by self-immolation.
at that point. Let's try it again. I keep getting hit by the
Was the knife
statement.
stuck in the body? Of course I know why. Yeah, it was to knock himself out.
There we go.
Slash
I didn't
through
have to
this
slash the
mystery.
second one. You can hit it right before the second one gets in the way.
His plan was to fall unconscious. He would have used the drugged coffee in the dining car. That's a much easier way to pass out.
Yeah, much better than stabbing yourself in the heart.
I see. So they're trying to mislead you about the cause of death for Detective Four Eyes.
Right. The Peacekeeper said all the detectives burned to death. But Zilch's corpse in the first car is different. To me, it looked more like he was stabbed to death.
So the Peacekeeper's report was a lie? But they have no reason to do that. If they wanted to set you up as the culprit, they'd be raising questions by fabricating reports.
Yeah, you're right. They all must have died by fire, after all. And for some reason, only Zilch appeared to have been stabbed to death. I get it. So that's what was bothering me. But no matter how hard I think about it, I can't seem to figure out what happened next.
Huh? Why's that?
I don't have enough clues about Zilch in the first car. I should have investigated it more after discovering the body. But I was too preoccupied with calling for help.
Wow, he actually sounds like a real detective.
So we're stuck right here. I don't see any other routes to break through this mystery. I don't even know what mystery we gotta solve right now. But I do know there can't be a labyrinth without a goal. The truth is always behind a mystery. You wish you had investigated more, right? So you think you'd have the answer if you'd done that?
Huh? Yeah, maybe.
Oh, fine. My secret weapon is so draining, I try to avoid using it as much as possible. But I just love it when you rely on me, Master.
I have a bad feeling about this. What are you trying to do?
This is all for you, Master. Ready, Master?
Wait!
I will literally beat your memories out of you.
Ow! What's going on?
I'm extracting your memory and materializing it inside the mystery labyrinth. This is my super cute special weapon.
Giving you a concussion.
See, if you investigate here, you might make some new discoveries.
Oh, the shock from all this is making my head spin.
Kind of too bad that she used her arm when she probably just could have beat it out of us with her boobies.
You
But
don't
this
have any
would-
time to waste, Master.
This would probably go from a mature game to an adults only game if she did that.
This was pumped out of that slow brain of yours, so don't assume it'll stick around for long. You have until the pain in your head clears up. Now hurry and investigate.
Well, this isn't distracting
Got
at
it.
all.
I'll hurry.
Despite what she says, there's no real time limit. Crime scene recreation. Alright. We got a burn blanket, a cushion, and that appears to be it for now.
This blanket is mostly burned, but some parts near the knife are unscathed. It doesn't look like there's blood on the blanket at all. But how could that be?
A burnt blanket that was placed over the corpse. There is no blood on it.
Oh, so I can get solution keys here too.
You may have seen it but forgotten. That just means you didn't think anything of it at the time. But it is in your memories, so you can use it as a clue.
You can do that? You're incredible, Shinigami.
Go on, keep complimenting me.
Oh god. My concussion. Alright, what about the cushion?
Huh? This cushion? Was it always there? Also, it looks like it has a hole in the middle of it. It was made by something sharp. What did this?
A cushion found next to a bed. It has a hole in it as if it were punctured by something sharp.
Oh, it's fading. I guess the pain is starting to go away too.
Looks like time's up. Well, did you find anything?
Yeah, I think I see the contradiction here. Although I'm not completely sold on it.
Come on, this is where you're supposed to declare, I've solved the mystery. Well, if you think you're on the right track, then I guess we should do this next.
Do what?
It's for when you're stuck in your deductions. Remember what I said earlier? Every labyrinth has a goal. So even when you're stuck, there's always a way out. And we're gonna find it by working together.
Working together?
Lay it all out, Master!
Time to play pop-up Shinigami. Shinigami puzzle.
We're gonna expose the truth together!
The Shinigami puzzle is one of my secret techniques to uncover the hidden truth.
What?
The truth is hiding somewhere in the letters on the side of the barrel containing yours truly.
Ready?
Read the question, then knock off the letters in the right order. Make a mistake and the time limit will be reduced.
The correct answer's somewhere inside your head, Master.
If you can knock off the letters in the right order, I'll be imbued with the power of truth and can unleash a special move that'll open up a path.
Master, it's time for the solution key.
By the way, if you feed me the solution keys floating around the barrel, I'll give you whatever hint comes to mind. Grab the key and bring it to my mouth.
Don't you forget.
But there are some solution keys you can't get hints from. If I eat one of those, the time limit will be reduced.
Are you ready to play the Shinigami puzzle?
Detective Zilch's death was actually a blank herring.
Tick-tock, nice.
I had to remember which was the right button. It's not A.
Keep that up. Great.
A red herring. And your reward is a path to the truth, and not just Shinigami fan service. Because, let's be real, everything about Shinigami is fan service.
That's right. When I saw Zilch through the window, it appeared as if the knife was stuck in his chest. But in actuality, he stabbed the blanket-wrapped cushion to make it look like he had been stabbed. That's why the blanket didn't have blood on it, even though the cushion was stabbed through. Zilch's death was a red herring. It was meant to mislead us.
hang on a second. I gotta put the cap on this. There we go. So what's our treasure? Zilch's death was a red herring to hide the truth.
It's a new solution key.
If it was a red herring, that means he wasn't really dead.
Yeah, Zilch was faking his death to fool us. That knife was just to trick me into thinking he was dead when I looked through the window. But the Peacekeepers' report saying they all burned to death created a contradiction.
So the culprit was just plain dead. It's exactly what I said.
In a roundabout way, yes.
You got right by being lucky.
Which means that dead end in the abyss could have a new path now. Let's hurry back!
Fortunately, I shouldn't have to walk all the way back there. I hope. This game's pretty good about selective skips. Maybe not this time. Shinigami butt, and my face is right up it. Wow. Never mind.
What's wrong?
It's too much of a hassle to go all the way back there. I don't want to walk anymore.
Some guy you are.
You're walking.
Besides, you're not even walking.
I despise effort and hard work. I want to head back the easy way. Oh, I know! I have a convenient transportation method, thanks to my awesomeness. It lets us go anywhere you've been before. Now's the perfect time to use it.
What's convenient? Zoom or evac? We got Dragon Quest references. I wonder if the same thing will happen with evac. I'm not sure I did this before.
A mysterious force is blocking you from casting the spell.
Okay. In old Dragon Quest games, the sprite-based ones, if you cast evac inside a cave or another enclosed interior space, it would cast, but you would crack your head on the ceiling and bounce back. I wanted to see if that would happen.
What the?
No, we're just gonna quote what the game tells you.
That spell will let you escape from within a labyrinth, but you can't use it inside the mystery labyrinth. Anyway, time to pick again.
All right,
Sure.
we'll use Zoom. Even has the same kind of sound effect. A little bit tone shifted.
See? Super easy.
Yeah, sure.
But unfortunately, using it does drain a little bit.
Drain a little bit of what? Do you have MP or something?
Your lifespan.
My lifespan? Again?
So we passed through how did the culprit pull it off junction and have taken the played dead turn again. Now that we have a new solution key, I'm sure we can solve this mystery and access what's ahead.
Let's give it a try.
Some of these doors are giving me Psychonaut vibes. Same kind of shape.
Solution keys are important to solving mysteries. Yours truly is important too.
Solution key selection. Solution keys can be used to break through mysteries in the
We're
way.
gonna expose the truth together.
Select the solution key that answers the question in front of you, get it right, and the mystery will disappear. All powerful big tits. Sucking the life. Hey, it probably... I got a joke. I'm not sure I should say it. Gives new meaning to the term soul-sucking pussy. There, I said it. What proves the culprit played dead? Okay, alright, there's the outline. When Yuma saw Zilch through the window, it looked like Zilch had a knife in his chest. However, that was just a red herring. The knife was actually stabbed into the cushion hidden under the blanket.
Zilch was trying to trick us into thinking he'd killed himself.
And my dialogue becomes the path.
A bridge!
See, didn't I say the path would appear? It's all because we found the right deductive clue to break through. I'm so amazing. You can pat me on the head if you want, Master.
Well, maybe later. We opened the play dead route thanks to the corpse red herring solution key.
This is a sentence that exists.
So Zilch really faked his death to mislead us.
Why are there cows?
If so, he is absolutely the culprit. Now, we just need to prove it.
But even if the Mystery Labyrinth is fair when it comes to solving mysteries, the real world will be different, right? What if Amaterasu Corp decides to protect the culprit, even if we prove who really did it?
Oh, you're worried they'll just cover it up? No need to worry about that.
Huh? Why's that?
Let's save the fun for later.
Oh, the ground! It's
Oh, hey,
falling apart!
update data for one of the Arkham games. Cool, I'm glad I found out about that.
You better run, Master!
Why? Wasn't this the right route?
Maybe the logic still has some holes in it.
Whoa!
Master, you better concentrate!
Did you just snap my fucking neck? Was what Yuma saw through the window actually Zilch? Well, yeah.
When I saw Zilch through the window, he was faking his death with a knife through the cushion. That was definitely the real Zilch.
Was the burnt corpse in car 1 actually Zilch? No.
The corpse I investigated was real, it just wasn't Zilch's corpse. In other words, Zilch swapped himself out for a real corpse.
Zilch swapped places with the corpse in the infirmary before Yuma entered.
The corpse was switched right before I broke the infirmary window to open the lock. The blazing fire had filled the room with smoke, so I couldn't make anything out through the window. Zilch used that smoke as cover to switch himself with a dead body.
I get it. The fire wasn't only there to show he died from burning. It was also a smokescreen to swap out the corpse.
Right. In the smoke, he switched places with a corpse he had hit.
Hang on a sec. I got a message. Sorry, my grandmother's been texting me kind of regularly because she's worried about me right now. So I always try to make sure I can respond. Oh, we died. Oh no, we just went to the Midnight Channel. Suddenly play Persona 4. It will be Persona 4 for the rest of the game. Oh god, Teddy is gonna love Shinigami.
Next up, you need to deduce where the corpse was hidden.
Because the room was filled with smoke, he needed to put the body somewhere he could access immediately.
Where are you thinking?
If he needed to get to the body as quickly as possible, only one place makes sense.
Blood place is suspicious.
Spot selection. Use the on-screen cursor to select the spot that answers the question.
Better search every nook and cranny.
You can pick the spots where the icon changes.
Master doesn't make mistakes.
Picking the wrong spot
Right.
means taking damage,
Right.
so don't screw it up.
Right?
Oh, there's only one place to hide a fucking body.
Here. That's it! The burnt corpse was hidden right there.
Hi, Sunburn, how are you?
Hey!
Oh, they're cuddly. They're friendly cues.
Jeez, one after another. This is really bad for my heart.
What's your opinion of this game at this point? Shinigami is fan service. I'm a big fan of Danganronpa, so I do like this game a lot.
We're not done yet. Hurry, let's speed it up.
Shinigami, you might be fine because you're floating around, but this is really tough for me.
I can't believe it. We had the corpse hidden under the blanket?
You're gonna think that's hot, aren't you?
So, that four-eyed detective was sleeping next to a dead body. I'm so jealous!
Of course.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Zilch was lying in bed with the corpse.
Oh my.
He got up once the smoke screen was ready. He took the corpse out from under the blanket, pulled the knife out of the cushion, and stabbed it. That way, even after he switched with the corpse, he could just hide to avoid me.
Where did Detective Four Eyes hide after that?
It must have been someplace with easy access, which must mean... under the bed. He could have quickly hid there.
Which means, if you checked under the bed at the time, you would have caught that four-eyed idiot.
But back then, I was in such a hurry to warn the other master detectives. I'm sure he calculated all that too. He knew I'd panic.
Maybe he was planning to take advantage of you from the very beginning, and that's why he let you live.
Dude.
Yeah, I think Zilch was the one who peeked into the restroom while I was sleeping there. I was supposed to be sleeping in the infirmary, so he must have planned to move me before committing the crimes. I passed out in the restroom, but that didn't hinder his plans, so he went with it.
Speaking of which, wasn't it Detective Four Eyes who told you to go to the first car?
Yeah, he must have planned to make me witness everything and set me up.
Forgot I
as the
could be
culprit.
moving.
Aha! I think I'm starting to see the whole picture now. Not bad, Master. Maybe you were a big shot detective before you lost your memories.
No. If I really was a great detective, I would have caught the culprit in the infirmary before any of this happened.
I mean, they would still be dead. You wouldn't have saved anybody.
I guess so. By the way, where did he get the corpse he was hiding in the blanket?
That corpse? Well,
He brought it from home. In his suitcase.
Again!
I won't let you go any further.
Getting in our way again, huh? If you stand against my ruthless master, he'll chop you up and stir-fry you with veggies for dinner.
I will not!
It's time to Reasoning Deathmatch!
Master, I'm lending you a hand from here on out. I'll assist you when you're in a pinch.
Huh? Assist?
It's the rule of the Mystery Labyrinth to assist whoever you're accompanying. Now let's go, Master. Looks like you might not need assist after all, Master.
In summary, Zilch is the murderer. Well, we have gotten that far, but no spoilers. By using assist, your partner inside the Mystery Labyrinth will help out.
This could be the clincher.
When a partner's assist is activated, a Mystery Phantom's statement won't inflict any damage, so use it to take a closer look at what they're saying. Poochie's corpse, Aphex's corpse, Zange's corpse.
I won't let you pass. Enough of your nonsense! You think he swapped with a corpse? It'd be impossible to switch like that. Someone who could replace Zilch would need to be the same size as him. He didn't have a bag that could carry a corpse. It would have been caught at the station.
I fucking hope so.
It'd be impossible to get it on board. There was no corpse to replace anyway.
How about Aphex's corpse?
This is the truth. There's no need to bring an extra corpse for the swap. He just needed to reuse a dead body on the train.
Aphex was the only corpse that was stabbed.
It's Aphex's body from the 5th car. He and Zilch are nearly the same height, and both have stab wounds in their chests. So the corpse that was switched was Aphex's.
Damn it! How could someone like you find the truth? Truth!
But there's still a problem with that.
He looks completely obliterated.
Now we don't have to fight anymore.
Even if that's true, don't let your guard down. The mystery labyrinth isn't over yet. Stay alert until the very end.
All right.
There's still a problem with that theory, though. Aphex's corpse was in car 5. When we were going through the train, we were going in reverse order for 1 to 5. How could we have missed somebody bringing a corpse from the 5th car to the 1st?
Wow. Who would have thought that short-tempered idiot would be used for a body swap?
Thinking back, the reason the corpses in the 1st and 5th cars were burnt was to switch them out. But the corpse was so badly burned that I couldn't tell it was Aphex. That must be what the necklace was for, so I could identify him.
Well, reusing a corpse is rather environmentally friendly of the culprit, don't you think? He totally went green.
Think green.
I mean, we gotta recycle everything in our day and age, so you gotta get the most value out of corpses too, you know?
Oh man, it's bombing mission. Gonna go blow up a reactor.
Zilch?
Wait, I am not the culprit. I am a victim who was already killed.
Yeah, for some reason I always think this guy's Aphex. I always get his and Aphex's name mixed up. I don't know why.
So, leave me alone!
Hey, he ran away! After him, Master!
Yeah.
You said the body in the 1st car's infirmary wasn't me, but Aphex? But you went to car 5 after car 1 and discovered his corpse there. How is the
Aphex
corpse
it might be.
transported from car 1 to car 5? That'd require moving past you.
That's right, if he slipped past us, when did that happen?
I wonder if what we're going through and the fact that we keep stumbling is a clue. Alright, look out for monks on the track. They're gonna suplex.
Where did he run off to?
Another mystery that needs to be solved.
When moving the body from car 1 to car 5, the culprit moved through the train or did not move through the train. Do I need to press? There we go.
If he'd gone outside the train instead of through it, he could have passed us.
No, that's impossible. 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 Impossible.
Zilch turned into a mystery phantom!
Get him, Master! Boom, kill him until there's only a sorry slab of flesh left!
I do have a sword. Oh shit, he enraged. This isn't even his final form. Reasoning death match, round 4. Fight! Blackout and shaking are the cushion with the hole.
If they didn't pass through the train, you think a corpse was brought in from outside? The windows are all locked shut. The doors lock when the train is moving. We know the train never stops once. If the windows and doors are shut,
Ah, damn it.
there's no way to get out while the train is moving. No issues occurred during the train's operation.
Well, that's not true.
This is the truth!
What about the blackout and shaking?
No, there was something strange. The blackout and shaking that happened when I was in car 2 and car 4. When the blackout occurred and the shaking started, I'm certain something else happened in the train. Maybe it has something to do with the mystery of the moving corpse.
Don't be stupid! So what if there was a little blackout and some gentle swaying?
I just love that gentle swaying.
Forget the shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact. The shaking was the tunnel air pressure. There's nothing odd about that. It's all just a coincidence. It's impossible to include that in a criminal plot.
Come on.
Could such a carefully calculated crime really all be a coincidence?
No.
It's no coincidence. The culprit planned all of it.
Forget the shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact.
I'll slash through this mystery.
The blackout was the backup control system taking control.
No, the blackout didn't occur because of a connection failure.
Well, it did from a certain point of view.
It was due to the main control system failing and switching to the backup control system.
The control system automatically manages the electricity within the train. When the main control system fails, it will switch to the backup system after 1 second.
The blackout occurred during that 1 second when the system switched over.
Oh hey, it's the ghost train.
Hey, he ran away. A fleeing phantom is a bad phantom.
Is there such a thing as a good phantom?
After him. You've got to keep solving the mystery
Phantom
and
Menace?
kill that mystery phantom.
Oh god, a chain! My neck! My poor throat. There are worse hells, I guess.
Master, you may know the cause of the blackout, but what does that have to do with how the corpse was moved?
The failed main control system was in Car 1, where the body swap occurred. If so, then the main control system's failure must have something to do with moving the corpse.
So maybe the culprit broke the main control system. He must have attempted to stop the train to bring in the corpse from the outside.
But the train never stopped. The operation log confirms the train was moving the entire time. So I don't think he broke the system to bring the corpse in.
What game was it where the main female character was a program of the guys? Oh, that was AI the Somnium Files. Another Spike Chunsoft game.
Then why did the main control system fail?
It must have something to do with moving the body.
Turns out I might play a lot of those.
But you're unsure exactly how, huh? In that case,
Look at that affix break. Ah, my throat.
I knew it! A mystery is blocking you!
Yep, it was a Spike Chunsoft game.
Anything blocking you in here is also a mystery, so let's solve it to keep on going.
In fact, I can absolutely prove it was a Spike Chunsoft game without even having to look it up because both 1 and 2 had Monokuma references in it. Both games had references to Monokuma. So it was a Spike Chunsoft game. Hey, Nick. No, my precious blood. Main control system
this
was
is the
lost
question
when
we're
car
facing
1 was
right now.
blank.
The main control system must have failed because something happened in the first car. If that's true, what exactly happened? If it's related to the body being moved, then how?
Master's expression is so serious. He must be thinking hard. Well, as his mentor, I better think hard too. The main control system failing, the blackout, the train shaking. Oh yeah! Why did the train shake like that? There was a blackout right before entering the tunnel that was caused by the main control system failing.
Are you getting this yet? We're giving you all the answers.
But the culprit didn't destroy it, so the blackout happened because, wasn't there some shaking right before the blackout too? After the whole train shook, the blackout...
Right, you all getting this?
I don't get it.
That's right! The train shook right before the blackout. We still don't know what caused that to happen. Whatever it was strong enough to make the entire train shake. It caused the main control system to fail and resulted in a blackout. If it had something to do with moving a body, then what must have happened was...
Ooh! Did I give you the assistance you needed? Close to solving the case now? Then it's time to combine our powers and solve this thing! Let's go, Master! Lay it all out! Puzzle it out!
The main control system was lost when car 1 was... Our boobies combined.
That's right! That's right! Keep that up! Nice!
Why did I think there was a T after the A?
That's not it!
Oh, right. I need the H. Duh.
That's right!
I can spell.
Nice!
The main control system was lost when car 1 was detached. I like that she's got a question mark that looks like the Mario question mark on her breast. It looks like the Mario style question mark block question. Which is probably
Could
not a
it be that
coincidence.
The first car was separated from the train?
Huh? Separated? What?
Girl needs a
Seriously?
bra. I like the bikini. Oh, you wore that style for a while? I do like that style of bikini. Mikado has that style of bikini, if I remember right.
Yeah. The reason why the main control system failed was because...
P5, I think Mikado had that style of bikini.
the first car was cut off from the rest of the train we were riding in.
Let's keep going for now. Master, I don't really get it. What do you mean the first car was cut off?
The shaking happened just before the blackout, right? Huh? Did it just shake? What was that? The lights went out for a moment and came back on.
Oh, good, she has pure white
At
skin.
that time, the first car was disconnected from the rest of the Amaterasu Express.
I mean, she is a ghost that's haunting Yuma. People also comment on how pale Yuma is because that's a stereotype that pale people are haunted by ghosts. I would say kind of Japanese, but that's kind of generally everywhere.
As a result, the main control system failed, and after a brief blackout, it switched to the backup.
But why cut off the first car? Why go through all that trouble?
Of course, to move the body in the train car. To do that.
Or undead, yeah.
Watch out!
My neck! My precious neck!
Ah! There it is again! It's bigger than ever!
That's what she
How
said.
much longer will this keep happening? I feel like I'm going to suffocate.
Now's not the time to be suffocating!
No, my blood!
Again?
My neck and then my blood.
We need to resolve the mystery at hand.
Well, they share a body, so if he dies, I assume something bad happens to her. The body was transported along with the entire blank.
Given that the first car was cut off, so that the body could be moved. Right, I think I see what happened.
Seems like you got it. Let's do this! Lay it all out, Master!
This feels completely unnecessary for another round of pop-up Shinigami, but I'm not gonna complain about it.
Try to solve it, lickety-split!
What if she possessed him? I mean, that is what she's done.
Twirling, twirling,
She has possessed him.
Great! Go, go, go!
She talks about how her presence has taken root inside of him.
Go!
What his body changed to. Live the dream, live the dream. Everyone wants big boobies. The body was transported along with the entire car. It would be a Ranma thing. He'd become a pale redhead with big boobies.
That's right! He transported the corpse using the entire first car. That's why the first car was disconnected.
Nothing wrong with that. I like Ranma.
Transported the corpse? With the entire car?
I think Ranma's like one of the first
Nonsense.
animes I actually watched that where I knew it was anime. I knew what anime was.
The first car is at the front of the train. Avex's corpse was in the fifth car, in the back. Even if you detach the front car, how do you move it all the way to the rear?
He's getting even angrier.
Master, don't be scared. Lots of villains transform after they've been cornered.
Calm down. Stay calm. Think. How could you swap the position of the first and fifth cars. If I can answer that, I can solve this mystery once and for all. How did it happen?
That reminds me. Master, earlier when you were talking about the shaking and mentioned the blackout, the blackout only happened once, but the shaking happened twice.
Yeah, it definitely shook 2 separate times. Right before entering the tunnel, and right after leaving it. The first time was when the train car was disconnected. But what about the second? Something happened to the train then, too. The shaking at the end of the tunnel felt similar to when Car 1 disconnected.
There's no point thinking about it. You're stuck in this labyrinth for all eternity!
Master, here it comes! You gotta solve the mystery and defeat him!
Your deductions aren't worth a damn thing! Because they're all wrong from the very beginning!
And yet, here you are in the Phase 3 boss form. They can't be that wrong. Reasoning Deathmatch, Round 5, fight! Red herring, the route map, and the distorted plate.
So it shook twice near the tunnel. What of it? You mean the train car was separated and reconnected? Why would that even matter? Even if you managed to separate car 1, how could it be moved to the rear? The train was always running on the same tracks. There's no way to shuffle the train cars around.
What about the route map?
This is the truth! No! At that time, not all the cars were moving on the same track.
If we look at the route map,
The track that the Amaterasu Express was on separated into double tracks right before entering the tunnel. So by taking advantage of the double tracks, it's possible to switch out the train cars.
however, there's still a problem. There always is.
The first time the train shook was before entering the tunnel, which was caused by Car 1 separating.
And this will probably show it.
After that, the separated Car 1 entered the other track, while the rest of the train proceeded on the main track. The 2 tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where Car 1 connected to the end of the train.
However, you probably would have noticed if you'd gone through car 5 and then gone back into car 1.
This is when the train shook for the second time.
You would have traveled through 6 cars.
You're right! The first car moved all the way to the back!
Normally, it's impossible for a single train car to function on
That's
its own.
not how physics work.
The Amaterasu Express is special.
It's about to explain that.
The control system will supply electricity as programmed and drive the train. But all train cars on the train have motors that run autonomously.
Yeah. They all have individual autonomous motors, so the train car can continue traveling at the same speed that it was going before.
If each train car can operate autonomously, then car 1 can function on its own!
In-game, it was explained as to that was how it could climb fairly steep hills, is all cars had all-wheel drives. AI train cars. The future,
Doesn't that solve
baby.
everything? It's time you gave up!
Nanomachines, girl.
No! That's crazy!
That's crazy.
Huh? What?
That's crazy.
Using your method to rearrange the train cars would connect the first car to the end, which would leave it behind the 5th car. In other words, it becomes the 6th car, but that doesn't exist. So, You're telling me you found Aphex's corpse in the non-existent 6th car?
That's crazy!
Oh, you're right.
Do you get it? You're the one who's wrong. Everything you've deduced is wrong!
No, I'm not wrong. The truth lies just ahead of us.
The future in which we turn into gray goo. You know, I'm not sure gray goo future actually happens or is actually possible, or if that's just an illustration.
I will prove it to you.
Philosophical illustration. Alright, time for more Shinigami fan service.
Are you ready to play the Shinigami puzzle?
From the start, the Amaterasu Express was a blank car train. Well, if our theory, if our deductions are correct, and we have no reason to believe that they're not, then for the first car to become the 5th car, from the beginning, the Amaterasu Express would have had to been a 4-car train.
That's right.
Or become by, so I'm okay with that. From the start, the Amaterasu Express was a 4-car train. We never saw the 5th car. We were told that the door to the 5th car was broken. In fact, it just wasn't there. That's right, get small.
Maybe the Amaterasu Express doesn't have 5 cars. What if there were only 4 cars to begin with? If that's the case, then to me, Car 1 could be made to look like Car 5.
Huh? So there weren't 5 cars the whole time, but instead 4?
That's why Melanie said the 5th car's door was broken while we were in transit.
But you can't access the 5th car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't open.
So it wasn't broken. The 4th car was actually the farthest one back from the get-go?
However, there's a problem. Because there always is.
I'm sure the real 5th car was left behind at the station when we departed.
Otherwise, we would have noticed that it was a 4-car train.
So the train took off with only 4 cars. There was another Car 1 at our destination. If it connected upon arrival, then the train would have 5 cars again. So the Car 1 where I was knocked out became the 5th car at the end of the line. And when I was questioned by the Peacekeepers, the Car 1 there was another car prepared at the station specifically for this plot.
If the real Car 1 was waiting at the station's platform, then all the Peacekeepers there would have noticed it. So they were all in on it.
Or you can assume that the Peacekeepers themselves were the ones who prepared the other Car 1. If there was another Car 1, then there will be something that sets it apart from the original Car 1. For example, the way the window glass was broken in the infirmary will be different from how I broke it.
You mean when you used the fire extinguisher to smash the infirmary's window? So they knew you would do that? That's how they were able to imitate it in the new Car 1?
I think I was set up to reach for that fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher was left in a conspicuous spot in the hallway. They wanted me to use it to break the window. And that's how they pulled off swapping the 1st and 5th cars while in transit.
Everyone, like, Star Trek was all about, you know, hey, the Borg is being is scary. We don't want to become the Borg. You hook all that technology up into my head. I'm perfectly fine with that. If I can be connected to the internet all the time without a cell phone, fine, that's great.
It was all a trap to set me up as the culprit. Isn't that right, Zilch?
All right, we're almost there. Let's catch this culprit. That was a pretty solid deduction. very impressive. Of me for seeing your potential.
It's so strange. It doesn't feel like I'm learning this stuff, more like I'm remembering it. Maybe I was even a high-ranking detective in the WDO.
Nah, you're just some scrub.
There's no time for bragging. You still gotta catch him.
Right!
Okay, somebody leaned really close to the mic for that part.
Everything feels different here.
This is just the calm before the storm. Be careful. You don't know what's gonna happen next. You know, making the first car look like the fifth was a really big trick to pull off.
Okay, I can move the camera.
I'm surprised the train cars could disconnect and reconnect so smoothly.
The train's automatic operating system must have had it programmed before we departed.
Even the trick with the swapping train car?
Probably. It had to have been done automatically.
Well, it'd be easy for Amaterasu. They own the train.
That's what I'm worried about. Even if I obtain the truth here, won't they just ignore what I say and arrest me anyway?
I keep telling you not to worry about it. As long as you have the truth, the culprit can't escape.
Oh, okay. Well, that
Why
sounds
are you
simple.
so sure of that? What is this?
It's a castle.
Looks like a fort to me.
Or a fort.
With this kind of protection, I bet the truth is in there for sure. You just have to destroy it.
So the truth is here.
You can't have the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
It's impossible to destroy this fortress. Just give up and leave.
Whenever a culprit takes a last stand like this, you know we're just a step away from unriddling this labyrinth. Master, time to show him how dangerous you really are. After all, he did try to set you up.
Man, the motion of her breasts does not match her animation at all.
I'm not worried about that right now.
Was that a
We're
JoJo reference?
So close to the truth.
No, that was what movie was that from?
We gotta
I
do
know
this.
I know JoJo reference is itself a reference.
It's boom kill time!
Oh, the pose? Oh, I wouldn't know. I haven't been able to tolerate JoJo's art style long enough to read all of it. I don't like the 50s pop art style. I've tried several times. It just bugs the shit out of me. Time for Mecha Shinigami. Kaizo Shinigami. God Shinigami. Also A-vore.
Shinigami's tutorial corner!
God Shinigami. To overcome the last stand of a phantom, tear through all obstacles with a mega-sized God, Great Onset Destroyer, me.
Let's do this, Master!
Oh god, fan service on the loose.
Oh.
God Shinigami Iron Ball. Blast away the gigantic iron balls released from a phantom's fortress with a corresponding kick.
No one can stop me!
When an obstacle closes in and the screen slows down, press the button to attack.
What?
Missing the input timing means failure and taking damage, so be careful.
I won't let you have the truth.
I see.
The wall. Dodge huge walls when they suddenly appear with a corresponding tackle.
Racket to death!
Again, when the screen slows down, press the button to attack. It's giant Carmelita all over again. And before Yuma becomes a Shinigami. And again, missing the timing means failure. Try not to take damage.
Go away! Give up and scram!
I see.
God Shinigami Mount Thorn. Jump to avoid the thorns that suddenly appear from the ground.
Easy peasy.
When the screen slows down, press the button to jump.
Watch out.
Be careful here because mistiming it means failure and taking damage.
Your deduction is wrong! Go away! Don't come near me! Don't come any closer! Stop it! Switching the first and fifth cards is just your imagination. It's a completely baseless lie. There's no evidence.
And now the big
they
titty
ever
goth girl is
swapped.
punching, kicking balls. Thank you. Destroy the wall with a solution key.
Check, check.
Solution keys. There are obstacles that even God and me can't destroy without a solution key.
Come on, hurry up.
Open
and
up the
decide.
solution key window, pick a key that contradicts the phantom statement, and boom slash it with Master Solution Blade.
Use the solution key to smash through the wall, Master.
The distorted plate. Compared to the other train cars, only car 5 was burned so excessively. The effects of the fire caused the identifying plate hung on the wall to be burnt and distorted, making it impossible to tell what number car it was.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
No, there are traces of a swap. The warped plate from car 5. The reason that plate was burned so thoroughly is because originally it said car 1. Left as it was, it would have messed up your plot to make car 1 look like car 5. That's why you made extra sure it was burned beyond recognition.
Here I go.
That's nonsense! I burned the plate to disguise it? No! I didn't do that!
God? God is the wall.
Stop! Go away! Get away from me! Get away! Get away! It just happened to be easily burned!
Looked like
With the
metal to
burn,
me.
You have no way of knowing what number car it was. So there's nothing backing up your deduction. You have no hard evidence proving that location was the first car.
Actually, I
Looks
do.
like we need another solution key to boom kill him. Good luck, Master.
If you paid attention, the combat sequences are really engaging. Yep. If you paid attention, there is hard evidence proving the location was the first car. And that would be the bloodstains on the interior lock. The infirmary in car 5 was locked from the inside. There was a small amount of blood splattered on the interior lock. And this is obviously the only thing we haven't used.
There is proof! The bloodstain on the inner lock of the infirmary in car 5! The culprit probably didn't notice it. But I remember. It's my blood.
What?
When I was trying to get into the infirmary in car 1, I cut my finger on the glass.
They actually animate this. He jerks his hand back a bit because he pricks his finger.
When I reached through to unlock the latch, I must have gotten blood on it. But that bloodstain would have been hidden while the inner lock was open. That's probably why the culprit missed it. My blood, which was left behind in car 1, was found in car 5. This proves that someone pulled off the car switching trick. This is the truth of the case. Huh?
Kitten. Yeah, the combat sequences are really engaging, which is why I have to get quiet and concentrate during them.
I'm not done yet!
What? He's still going? Let us boom kill you already!
If car 1 became car 5, then where did the culprit supposedly hiding in the infirmary go? You had to have checked the 5th car, but the culprit wasn't there.
Heck yes.
The culprit must have been hiding somewhere in the 5th car, probably someplace safe.
The spot selection. The only place that would have been safe, the only place that we would not have access to, would be main control room A, because it was locked.
Here. The culprit was hiding inside the main control room, which was locked shut the entire time. I didn't have the key, so I could never have gotten inside. I bet the culprit moved there from the infirmary while Car 1 was running on the 2nd track. If the train's management company, Amaterasu Corporation, was involved, the culprit may have had the key. And then they hid in a blind spot I couldn't see from the window. That's how they got past me.
No, it's not me. I'm not the culprit.
Great detective work! I call that a critical hit! He seems like he's barely standing. All that's left is to finish him off.
Finish him off? How do I do that?
Shove all your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can.
Yes, shove your evidence into your blade. Shove it hard. Pack it full. Massacre on the Amaterasu Express. Deduction denouement.
Time to expose this crime. The cheats and everything.
Wow. The deduction denouement is where the truth is made clear by thinking through all the deductions up until that point.
Correct answer somewhere inside your head, Master.
Place the correct piece in the corresponding deduction gap to reveal the truth.
This could be the clincher.
Locked pieces can be opened by solving mysteries, so keep it up.
There's only one truth.
Once every gap is filled with a piece, a finale revealing all mysteries will be unveiled. Everything has been leading to this moment. Alright, so what do we have to start? We have the fire extinguisher. How do I change pieces? There we go. We have the fire extinguisher, knife and cushion, Aphex's body, and the Amaterasu Express. Alright. Let's see here. Where did Yuma rush to? That would be the Amaterasu Express. Okay, that is the first page. Alright. What was used to put the detectives to sleep? I don't have that yet. What was used to break the window? A fire extinguisher. Can I switch with Zadar? What was used as a red herring? Don't appear I can do that. Aphex's body. Yep. I got that one wrong. Not that body. Or at least not that form of the body. Where was the culprit hiding? Alright, let's go ahead and just... What did the culprit burn? What happened when car 1 was detached? What was the culprit doing in the main control room? Where was the culprit hiding? Do I have that? I Under the bed. Alright. What was used as a red herring? Still thinking Aphex's body unless it's locked here. So let's wait on that. Let's see, do I have drugs? Knockout drug. What was the culprit doing in the main control room? Train detachment. Oop. I didn't want to do that. Now I don't know where I was. Here? Yeah. Then... what happened when car 1 was detached? The blackout. Aphex's body placed in the corridor. What did the culprit burn? The car number plate. What happened after exiting the tunnel? The car was reattached. God damn it, I didn't want to do that. The knife? Oh, you might be right. In fact, I think you are right. There you go. Yep, that was the knife. Which body was found last? This is Aphex's body. Who is the culprit? And there we go. Mystery unraveled. This is basically Danganronpa. Told you it's the same team.
Step right up.
This
Five
looks...
master detectives slain before their time, and Amaterasu Corporation has master in their sights.
This looks like the kind of
Coupons
evolution
are
of the
about to be
Danganronpa
dropped.
series.
Time for the deduction denouement.
Denouement. Okay, I'm gonna remember that.
The incident unfolded aboard the Amaterasu Express, which was on its way to Kanai Ward.
Return of the Kool-Aid blood? Maybe.
I rushed onto the train as it was about to depart. At that time, the train was made up of 5 cars.
All because you were fast asleep in the lost and found, Master. If you'd kept snoozing, the case would never be solved.
When the train started moving, it was only 4 cars long. The 5th and final one was left at the station.
And so, the culprit's scheme had already begun. Meaning Amaterasu Corporation was involved from the get-go.
On the train, the master detectives were gathered together in car 2. That was the dining car. And the culprit had already mixed a knockout drug into every drink there.
I bet the culprit was the first person on the train, so they could prepare in advance and wait for everybody else.
I felt unwell, and Melanie went to the trouble of pouring me a coffee. But after drinking it, I started to feel drowsy. I was hearing things at the time and thought that I might be seriously ill, but it was actually the drug.
Also, you're being possessed.
Oh, so you thought yours truly was responsible? Sticks and stones won't do much to a deaf guy, but slander stings!
The culprit sent me off to car 1 in order to frame me as the killer.
I'm sure the culprit didn't expect you to get sick, Master, but since you look like a super easy target, they probably changed their plan and went after you instead.
Once I'd left, The other master detectives must have fallen asleep because of the drugged drinks.
The culprit then burned everyone to death,
And just like that, we lost 5 protagonists.
setting all those master detectives on fire! On purpose! What a psycho!
This was when the culprit put their plan to frame me into motion.
Danganronpa V3 got nothing on this game. 1 fake protagonist? How about 5?
First, they carried Apex's charred corpse to the infirmary in Car 1.
The very first body we found.
Then, they deliberately left a fire extinguisher near the restroom I was sleeping in. This was done to prompt me into smashing the door later.
Gotta have someone get inside somehow, or else nobody would find the body.
True, Kaede was framed.
Next, the culprit entered the infirmary, locked the door, and laid down on the bed with Apex's charred corpse.
Creepy.
Jumping into bed with a charred corpse! And here I thought chivalry was dead! What a gentleman! I'm actually a little jealous.
A knife and cushion created the red herring.
Hell of a way to pretend to be dead.
Now that knife.
Furthermore, the culprit set the room on fire just as I was waking up.
While you were sleeping, I felt someone come into the restroom. They must have seen me then and timed it.
When I woke up in the restroom and went into the hallway, Car 1 was beginning to fill with smoke.
Oh, that's some precise timing!
I caught a glimpse of Zilch in the infirmary, with a knife lodged in his chest.
But it didn't take long for the smoke to obscure everything.
The closed environment will do that.
That was when the culprit took out Apex's burnt corpse, switched places with it, and waited for me to enter the room while hiding beneath the bed.
It's just like a magic trick, switching places under a veil of smoke.
Meanwhile, I found the fire extinguisher on the floor, smashed the window, unlocked the room, and went inside.
Just like the culprit planned. And that's why they left the fire extinguisher there in the first place.
After the smoke cleared, I found Zilch's body, burnt to a crisp. At least, that's what I thought. The charred corpse was actually Aphex. The culprit had me completely fooled.
That must be why they picked the time-consuming method of roasting someone to death. Plus, the body was about the right size.
I bolted out of Car 1 after seeing the corpse.
The culprit was under the bed at that time, huh? They probably laughed at you from there, watching everything unfold like they planned.
I went on to discover the charred corpses of the other master detectives. Around that time, the culprit came out from under the bed and went to the main control room in Car 1. Controlling the train from there, they detached Car 1.
That caused the blackout and shaking, and the power source was switched over to the backup system. So when the train shook, was there or was there not jiggling in my blouse? Take a guess.
Probably.
While the detached Car 1 was running on a separate track, the culprit went to work,
There's jiggling in your blouse when you breathe, woman.
preparing to disguise Car 1 as Car 5.
What about the jiggling?
We all appreciate the jiggling.
First, Aphex's corpse was carried to the corridor, and the necklace removed earlier was placed back on.
Then the car 1 number plate was burned,
Even though it's
so
made
that
of
it couldn't
metal.
be properly identified.
Maybe it was made of hardwood.
Everything in place. The culprit went into the main control room, locked the door, and waited for the train cars to reconnect.
And at this time, the culprit was riding in car 1 on the other track, right?
Yeah, the train, which was only cars 2, 3, and 4 at the time, remained on course.
You know, I would say that there's no other purpose to have a split track like that, but you know, if there's a tunnel collapse, I can see it.
Since we were in a
With
tunnel,
shiny paint.
I didn't even realize car 1 was moving alongside us.
The train we were on went through the tunnel with only 3 cars.
Well, the frame could be made of brass, which is what it looks like, but maybe only the nameplate was lacquered wood. That would make sense then. The part that had the number on it.
When it came out of the tunnel, the car with the culprit in it attached to car 4. Now behind car 4, that car became car 5.
The swap was pre-programmed into the train's automatic operating system, right? Technology sure is convenient.
The culprit, riding in car 1, attached it to the back of car 4. That caused more shaking, but there was no blackout this time because the power supply stayed the same.
Additional shaking occurred inside my blouse, but the power stayed on.
Well, thank God for that.
After that, I mistook car 1 for car 5 and walked right in. The culprit wrecked it so much I didn't even notice the door I had smashed when I was in car 1 before.
I figured there'd been some kind of brawl. But that was part of the culprit's plan, wasn't it? Also, no one would realize it was actually car 1.
When I found the corpse, I deduced that it was Aphex from the necklace it had on. But I was just rediscovering the same charred corpse from car 1. The disguised corpse and the car switch completely fooled me.
Using a dead body? Oh, that's a despairingly brilliant idea!
When the train arrived in A-vore-d, it connected to a different, prearranged car 1.
And with that, the train once again had 5 cars. So much attaching and detaching. What a stupid, crazy, elaborate trick!
The peacekeepers were lying in wait at the station. As the sole survivor, I was set up as the one responsible for the murders.
And Amaterasu was in on it! That really turns me on!
You mean pisses me off, right?
I know what I said.
During that time, the culprit stayed hidden in the main control room of the disguised car 1 and waited for the peacekeepers to haul you in, Master. They were right
She's
there at the
stunning.
scene.
After burning all the master detectives, the culprit faked their own death and tried to frame me as the killer. It was a cunning, cold-blooded scheme.
And the evildoer who committed these countless contemptible crimes was none other than... Zilch Alexander!
It was you!
Being captured by that booty ain't a bad way to go.
This is the truth I've uncovered! Is that it? What's this?
It's the truth. It's the soul of the true culprit who made this mystery labyrinth.
The soul of the true culprit? Wait, what am I supposed to do with this?
His soul just got reaped.
Now it's time for the main event. Here we go.
Would you believe
It's
me
my time to shine.
if I said not yet?
Surging bloodlust, overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case. Death to all deplorables. Ruin to the vile mystery labyrinth. Stars shining, rainbow, glorious stellar spiral.
new Reaper glam. Oh no, where those riffs come from? It also kind of reminds me of what was that manga? Soul Reaper? God, spacing on the name of it.
What? Huh? We're back?
Oh, I'm still gonna get the shit beat out of me though.
What are you talking about now? Your spirit shouldn't be broken. Yet. The Peacekeepers will take care of you. We have all the time in the world.
You know, people would try to copy. Oh yeah.
Huh?
Oh, I'm still fucked. I'm still gonna get the shit beat out of me.
Shinigami! Where are you? Nothing here's changed. What's going on? Shinigami? Are you listening?
Shut him!
Wait! I know who the culprit is!
What?
It's Zilch! He's still alive. He framed me.
What are you talking about? He's already dead!
Huh? But...
Shut up! This is not up for discussion! What a waste of time! Take him away!
Shinigami! Where did you go? This isn't what's supposed to happen!
I'm right here! You're so cute when you panic, so I had to enjoy the view for a bit.
Stop playing around! Why hasn't the situation changed at all?
He must be hallucinating. Taking him down shouldn't be a problem.
Man, you wish you had my hallucinations.
Take him away! What? He's dead?
Looks like it's over.
Huh? What's over? Shinigami, what's going on?
There's always a price to pay. When I read the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source that created the mystery labyrinth also perishes.
The source perishes? Don't tell me.
That's right, the true culprit dies.
Then that report saying Zilch, the true culprit, was dead.
And that solves today's mystery. The true culprit is as dead as a doornail. You're now innocent and free to go, Master. A happy ending. Roll credits!
I don't think it's gonna work out that way.
There's nothing happy about this. Zilch died because I solved the mystery, right?
Huh? He was a dangerous murderer who killed 4 master detectives. He deserved to die.
You know, you're dealing with the Death God. What did you expect?
I mean, I don't think I'm completely free to go. Not even with Zilch being dead.
In that case, say exactly what I'm about to tell you to that gilded idiot over there.
Okay. Swank, did you just receive a report that Zilch was dead?
How did you know that?
I thought so.
Ah!
If he was alive until moments ago, that changes things about this case. Someone who died in front of my eyes, was alive. This is clearly an attempt by the culprit to disguise the truth. Don't tell me the Peacekeepers lied to try to cover up what really happened. You didn't try to frame an innocent person, did you?
What? You think you can weasel your way out of this? You better not forget you're in Kanai Ward now. You're powerless before the might of the Amaterasu Corporation.
No, I didn't mean...
Hey, don't surrender so easily. You were so close.
That doesn't. You're under arrest.
Oh lord, he gonna snap.
Listen, you got no right to remain silent, and you got no right to call a lawyer either.
And before Yuma makes his own history labyrinth. I love how this dude's gumshoe, but like gold.
Take him away.
Hold on just a second! Hey, excuse me. Do you have a minute?
You.
It's all good. Let's stop all the fighting. We both have to follow orders from the higher-ups, so let's not do anything that causes unnecessary tension. Falsifying evidence and testimonies is a drag when it comes time to do the paperwork, right? It's tough keeping things consistent. Just forget about all that and leave it to me, yeah? You know, I saw that the true culprit was alive and well just a bit ago.
What?
If you let us go, I'll cook something up in my report to the World Detective Organization. You don't want trouble, right? If the WDO floods this joint because of you. Your punishment might be kind of brutal. So, you know what to do. Leave things well enough alone, as they say.
Let's go.
Blue hair and cute. Yeah, this game's got some great character designs.
Thank goodness that worked out.
Who is he?
Beats me?
So who are you exactly?
Well, I bet that was quite a long trip for you. Welcome to A-vore-d.
Thanks.
You must be Yuma. Yuma Cocoa Head, right?
I am. And you are?
I'm Yako Furio.
Yako Furio.
I was born and raised in A-vore-d. Just a humble member of the WDO.
Victim number 2. He beat victim number 6 at this point.
I'm the director of the Nocturnal Detective Agency, the only detective agency in A-vore-d.
I love it. She's a Shinigami. To her, it's her job. It's her life.
My office welcomes you. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Thanks. The pleasure is all mine. So he's a detective from the WDO. Finally, I've met an ally. He managed to turn away the peacekeepers, so he must be in high standing.
Really? He's clearly just some careless, middle-aged man. Oh, by the way, don't tell anyone about yours truly. You might have forgotten, but our secret is included in the contract. It'd be terrible if you broke this rule. To be exact, your whole body would be drained of its blood.
Okay, I won't tell anyone.
Well, even if you did, they'd just assume you're some crazy person.
What if my whole body is being drained of its blood to a particular point in my body?
Now, shall we? Oh, by the way, I'd like to hear the details about this incident.
Right. I'm sorry I kept you waiting. It took a while to get through all the proceedings.
They practically interrogated you, right? A-vore-d is completely shut off from the outside world. Communication devices such as cell phones are confiscated. Cameras are not permitted to leave A-vore-d either. Even if you smuggle something with reception in, A-vore-d is a dead zone. Thanks to all that tight closure, nobody's using this fancy station at all.
Did you say no one?
You show a lot of promise, considering how you handled that Amaterasu trouble. I was scared, to be honest. I don't want to deal with them if I don't have to. The thing is, The Peacekeepers always antagonize detectives. As a basic rule, never look them in the eye. They're always itching for a fight. Kinda like mad dogs.
It's kind of like Danganronpa and Somnium Files had a babby, which is not the worst thing.
Right.
Amaterasu Corp doesn't want the unified government or the WDO meddling in their matters. I even caught wind of them hiring a hitman.
A hitman?
They plan to wipe out any master detectives before they enter A-vore-d. The results of which is this Amaterasu Express massacre.
Yes, that is the name of the chapter 0.
So Zilch was actually a hitman?
Nope. There was a real master detective named Zilch. He was murdered beforehand and used as a disguise. You were in the first car earlier. The real Zilch is laying dead somewhere in there. There was a separate first car at the station before you arrived where Zilch's body was hidden. Then, the 4 train cars that you rode in would arrive at the station in A-vore-d and connect with the fake first car. That makes a total of 5 dead master detectives at A-vore-d's platform. With no master detectives left, you would be arrested as the only culprit. That was the plan.
They would go to such lengths?
Absolutely. Even though the plan didn't work, we still lost 5 master detectives. Given the situation, I'm honestly surprised you survived, Yuma.
That's all thanks to me. You're so lucky to be haunted by yours truly.
Wait, if there was a real Zilch, then the number of people on board the Amaterasu Express, including me, that makes 6 people. The numbers still don't add up.
Corpses don't have heartbeats.
I, Hoochie, heard from the World Detective Organization that the number of master detectives on the train was precisely 5.
Oh, I'll explain that later. Anyway, let's leave this place. Wouldn't want to give the Peacekeepers any ideas.
It's raining.
Hey, you're right.
By the way, the piano key from the Reach scene is Heart of the Witch by Rex. Oh, cool. I'll listen to it later.
Who's that guy? Beats me.
And with that, the massacre on the Amaterasu Express comes to an end. And I think we're going to go ahead and call it a rather long episode for YouTube here. Hang on a sec. The results. Once the culprit is boom killed, you'll get rewarded based on how well Master did inside the Mystery Labyrinth.
Are you gonna remember
You'll get a reward for each
this?
overall rating between SS and C. Not only do you get a reward for the rating you receive, but every rating below it, so try shooting for the top. And we get 798 detective points, which gives us a few rank ups. Just a few. And with that, we're going to call it an episode for YouTube here. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, let me know. Give me likes, some comments. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Twitch, we'll go one more episode, just to set up for tomorrow.